disaster strikes one after another. Meghan's legal drama not over as ANL vows to put Duchess in jail. The publisher today revealed it is considering an appeal to the Supreme Court after it lost a Court of Appeal challenge against a ruling in favour of the Duchess of Sussex over publication of a personal letter to her estranged father, Thomas Markle. Meghan, 40, sued Associated Newspapers Limited, ANL, also the publisher, over 5 articles that reproduced parts of her letter to Thomas Markle, 77, in August 2018. The Duchess won her case earlier this year when a High Court judge ruled in her favour without a full trial. However, ANL brought an appeal and, at a 3-day hearing in November, argued the case should go to a trial on Meghan's claims against the publisher, including breach of privacy and copyright. Lawyers representing the publisher said at the earlier hearing that Mr Markle wished to counter points made by friends of Meghan who had given an interview to People magazine in the US. But, in a ruling today, Sir Geoffrey Vaux, Dame Victoria Sharp and Lord Justice Bean dismissed the publisher's appeal. A spokesman for Associated Newspapers said, "We are considering an appeal to the Supreme Court in the United Kingdom. We are very disappointed by the decision of the Court of Appeal. It is our strong view that judgment should be given only on the basis of evidence tested at trial, and not on a summary basis in a heavily contested case, before even disclosure of documents. No evidence has been tested in cross-examination, as it should be, especially when Mr Knauf's evidence raises issues as to the Duchess's credibility." Aftermagazine published an attack on Mr Markle, based on false briefings from the Duchess's friends wrongly describing the letter as a loving letter. It was important to show that the letter was no such thing. Both the letter and magazine also seriously misrepresented the reasons for Mr Markle's non-attendance at the royal wedding. The articles corrected these matters, and raised other issues of public interest including the reasons for the breakdown in the relationship between the Duchess and her father. Andrew Caldecott QC, for the publisher, had told the court the People article accused Mr Markle of having cold-shouldered his daughter in the run-up to her wedding to the Duke of Sussex, and of having lied about her shutting him out. The barrister also said the article implied Mr Markle had given a cynical and self-interested response and ignored her pleas for reconciliation in a loving letter, all while Meghan remained dutiful and supportive of him. But, dismissing the publisher's appeal today, Sir Geoffrey Vaux said, "It was hard to see what evidence could have been adduced at trial that would have altered the situation. The judge had been in as good a position as any trial judge to look at the article in People magazine, the letter and articles to decide if publication of the contents of the letter was appropriate to rebut the allegations against Mr Markle. Meghan Markle's lawyer is in no position to know that bullying claims against the Duchess are untrue," a royal expert has claimed. In the BBC documentary, The Princes and the Press, Jenny Afia said there were massive inaccuracies in the story that Meghan had bullied some of her staff. The allegations surfaced publicly in March this year and were branded a calculated smear campaign by the Sussexes, who fiercely deny any wrongdoing. On True Royalty TV's The Royal Beat, royal expert Richard Kay questioned Meghan's lawyer's remarks. He said, "The thing that struck me about Jenny Afia was where she categorically said, as Meghan's lawyer, that the allegations of bullying were untrue. She is in no position to know that. She could have said I am advised as her lawyer that the allegations are untrue, but she wasn't there and she doesn't know what the nature of the investigation by Buckingham Palace is, and, which is still ongoing into the claims and counterclaims." During the documentary, broadcast on Monday night, Ms. Afia was asked by presenter Amol Rajan if the story about bullying allegations, which first appeared was accurate.